All right, folks, here is the Amiga news for the week of September 22nd, 2024. Let's freaking go.
Amiga news with AmigaBill.
All right, folks, it has been a busy week of Amiga news, and we're starting it off with AmiKit in the news again. Remember that interview with Jan? That's like the most popular video on the AmigaBill YouTube channel right now. So AmiKit, check this out. AmiKit 12.5 AmiBerry installers are now available for Mac and Linux. After months of hard work, we're thrilled to announce the release of a brand new AmiKit 12.5 installer for Mac and Linux. This time it's based on AmiBerry instead of Wine and WinUAE. Now, you know why that's really cool? Because Wine's all right. Wine's almost like a Windows emulator for Mac, but now you don't need to do that anymore. You can just go directly to the Berry, baby. Directly to the Berry on your M1s, your M2s, your M3s. Oh man, I'm psyched. What happened to my music? Oh, there we go. Cool. All right. From now on, anyone ordering the Linux edition will get one extra installer based on the powerful AmiBerry emulator. Similarly, Mac users will get an extra AmiBerry-based installer as well. Just to be advised, it doesn't feature the JIT just in time due to Apple memory restrictions. Boo, Apple. Therefore, this edition is not the fastest, but it's much smoother compared to the previous Wine-based solution. I'm not talking about the type of wine that Dan Linden's drinking right now. We're talking about the Windows emulator for the Mac. Huge thanks to Midwan, the mastermind behind AmiBerry, and Wee Soldier, who made this possible. Special shout out to Philip Lonk and Cameron Armstrong, also known as Night Fox, for their stellar beta testing efforts. And good news for active subscribers, you will receive the new installers in your inboxes soon, free of charge. Very, very cool. Oh, Wine's not an emulator. So Wine, I never used Wine. Wine's, it's like it lets you run Windows stuff on the Mac, right? Sort of. Oh, Wine equals Wine's not an emulator. Got it. It's an acronym. Got it. What's better, playa? What's better? The mix? All right, so here we go. There should be, wait, where'd my link? You used to play Windows games on Linux, it rocks. Nice bag of potatoes. Without the JIT, it'll only be 1,000 times faster instead of 10,000 times faster. Exactly. So AmiKit. Do I have an AmiKit command? I don't even know. I think I do. I should have an AmiKit command or have a Yan command. Let's see. Do I have a Yan command? Nope. Do I have an AmiKit command? Boom, there it is. Boom, there you go. Wine is an emulation layer. Got it, Mr. Wolverine DK. Smash 1980. Look at those caps. Smash, welcome to the stream. We are doing the Amiga news, and this Amiga news started off with AmiKit 12.5 AmiBerry installers for Mac and Linux. Speaking of Linux, your Raspberry Pis, you like to put a Raspberry Pi in your Amiga, you like to have a storm, you like to have a PiStorm. Here's a PiStorm update from Neil over at Indie Retro News. Michael Schultz has released an update of his Motorola 68K emulation EMU68 for the ARM architecture, focusing on the PiStorm and the PiStorm 32 Lite. Compared to version 1.0, EMU68 version 1.03 offers the following changes. Neil's all excited about this because he's got a PiStorm now, so Neil's pumped. You can now access non-existent memory areas, return data other than just a 0xFF value. It avoids an error in LHA files. Good, we don't want any errors in our LHA files. An update of the Unicam resource to the latest version. It's used with the flamethrower on the Amiga 1200 or HD AMI on the Amiga 600 hardware, and it extensions to output the Amiga's RGB image from the Pi via HDMI. Now that is super, super cool, because it's weird having to use Amiga RGB and HDMI. So if you can get the Amiga's RGB through the HDMI, that's super, super sweet. That is super, super sweet. Fixed a bug in bup test where the chip RAM was overwritten. New option for command line text. That's cool. That's cool. So lots of cool updates to the PiStorm. I don't have a PiStorm. I would like to have a PiStorm, but that's super rad. Here's the link, folks. I'll drop this link into the chat where you guys can get more information about the updates for the PiStorm version 1.03. Very cool. Oh, okay. I'll check it. Proton. Yam. We used to say this like when I was a kid. We used to call them yam bags. Yam, yet another mailer. I've used Yam on my Amiga and my emulators as an email client on Amiga. And now Yam is coming to the A600 GS. Our in-house developer has spent the last 10 days working on porting the famous Yam email client to the A600 GS. Frustratingly, there were some lockup bugs in Zune and Yam itself with the timers, so it took some time to diagnose and fix. We're pleased that these are now resolved and Yam is working well. The latest 2.10 version for the A600 GS supports AmiSSL 5.17, which is pre-installed on AmiBench on the A600 GS. Expect Yam to be featured in the next system update. Very cool. So now we got some mail. We can do some emailing with our A600 GS. That was one of the things I was a little bit bummed about when I got my A600 GS. We got the Ethernet port, we got Wi-Fi connectivity, but there was no internet stuff that came with it. No web browser, no Yam, no Yam bags. And now we got some Yam coming for the A600 GS, which is very cool. You used Yam for years? Nice. I haven't tried vAmiga Drummer. I have not. So here is a link. If you're an A600 GS owner, this is really good news for you. Copy, paste. There we go. I'm excited to do some yamming on my A600 GS. Unfortunately, joystick port 1 on my A600 GS to 9-pin is broken. It sucks. I'm so bummed about it. Speaking of hardware, now, oh dude, you guys, Linux Jedi is the man. Linux Jedi, he is the one that kind of hooked me up with the, well, it was a team effort, but he's the one that created the RGB to HDMI that I've got in my Amiga 500. He's a super nice guy, and now he's got a really cool new piece of hardware coming out. The DoohicKey. The DoohicKey by Linux Jedi has been released. This project has been quite fun to work on. I call it DoohicKey. It's a replacement keyboard controller for the Amiga 500 Mitsumi keyboards. I also have a sister product for it called the ZonKey, which just replaces the 6570 keyboard controller integrated circuit in Amiga 500 keyboards. They have some nice new features such as an enhanced anti-ghosting algorithm and a much faster keyboard read rate. DoohicKey has a bicolor drive LED to indicate floppy and IDE signals and comes with a red or green power LED. That's cool. So you can pimp your LEDs. It's got enhanced anti-ghosting. So ghosting is like when you press, I forgot how many keys you have to press. It's a combination of like 2 or 3 keys. It automatically starts hitting more keys, ghost keys. Retro32 UK said these are really great. I've got one of the prototypes in your Plexi 500. Retro32 UK, do you sell these? But this is very cool. The DoohicKey. Oh, it's a DoohicKey. It looks like, that's funny. He needs an extra. You know what I'm gonna do? What if I go like this? Now it's the DoohicKey. The DoohicKey by Linux Jedi. That is neat. I love the purple PCV. I should get one of these for my my crystal case too. Let's see. That's funny. Come on. Let's go. There it is. It's available from Retro Supplies. I think that's his keyboard. Look at it. It comes in purple, green. Oh, the black. The black will look really cool in my case. That is awesome. So I'm totally gonna order one of these from him. The DoohicKey. The DoohicKey from Linux Jedi. Here is the link, folks. Copy, paste. Yeah, Mr. Wolverine DK, rename it the DoohicKey. For some dudism, I'm with you on that. The DoohicKey by Linux Jedi, very, very cool. No pink, I know, right? Wait, don't you have a pink motherboard, Chucky Gang? That's hilarious. Nivrig, you ordered a black one to match your 500 plus board? Oh, very, very cool. It could be useful for keyboard games. Yeah, exactly, no more ghosting. Trapshot, no more ghosting. That's very, very cool. I kind of like the purple PCB too. It's really beautiful. Speaking of purple, once we're talking purple PCBs, Immortal Joystick has got a new USB adapter available. You know, I love my Monster Woody. I love monsterjoysticks.com. I also love Immortal Joysticks. I got an Immortal Joystick custom made one over there. Oh, it's beautiful. And he's got a 9-pin to USB adapter. Now, the thing that I love about this new adapter, let's say you have an A500 Mini, it is challenging to get an adapter that works with the A500 Mini. But to make it clear, none of my adapters work with the A500 Mini. I gotta use like USB controllers, and I don't really have a good USB controller except the D-pad ones, and I don't like them. I want my OG 9-pin joystick plugged into my A500 Mini, and now you can. So this is the new Immortal Joysticks adapter. He's got a few more color options for the 3D printed cases: black, beige, purple, orange, green, red, and transparent. They work out of the box with the Amiga and MSX joysticks on PC, Mac, Linux, Amiga Mini, Steam Deck, AntStream, and more. Low latency measured at 10.5 milliseconds average in an independent test. You can get them here at Immortal Joysticks website. Copy, paste it into the link. And Retro32 UK said that this device works perfectly on his Mini. None of mine work on the Mini. There it is, Immortal Joysticks USB adapter. Very, very cool. Immortal makes great quality stuff. I'm totally gonna get one of these for my Mini. That's cool. So he's got like silver metal, black metal. That's dope. And he's got plastic cases too. That's neat. Very, very cool. So good game, Immortal Joysticks. Good game, dude. Getting your 9-pin to work with the A500 Mini is challenging. Does it work in the Mr. Mini Mig? It didn't list it, but I'd be surprised if it didn't. Like my joysticks, it says A500 Mini, Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, and more. He probably didn't have a Mister to test it with, so I'll have to test it because I got a Mister. But my other USB controllers do work with the Mister, so I'm guessing it'll be fine. If he got this thing to work with the A500 Mini, I'm sure it probably would. Acid Bottle said he's used it on everything and it works perfect. It's super sound. Oh, very, very cool. Thanks, Acid Bottle. All right, so I know Zendar is here. You all know how much I love Roguecraft. One of my favorite Amiga games of all time right now. It absolutely rules. Boom, good night, everyone. I gotta get some shut-eye before tomorrow. It's a successful day. Yuri, thanks for hanging out, dude. Love me some Roguecraft. And if you were here in the stream when Zendar was in the stream with me, we learned that Roguecraft on the Amiga is actually based on a Commodore 64 game called Rogue64. And now, let's say you missed out on the original release of Rogue64, fear not, Rogue64 boxes are available again. Look at these lovely Rogue64 boxes. We gotta go full screen for this. We gotta go full screen. In cooperation with BitmapSoft, we were able to get a small new batch of Rogue64 boxes made, and some of them sent to us. We'll be bringing these to events, and BitmapSoft has the rest for sale at bitmapsoft.co.uk. That is super cool. Look, it's a cartridge. Oh man, I can't see what's going on over here, but that looks dope. It almost looks like a cassette. It looks like they got a cartridge. Oh man, let's get physical with Rogue64. That is super, super rad. So let's see what happens if we go here. Let's go to BitmapSoft. It's just incredible, so nice. Exactly. How do we buy it? How do we buy it, guys? Latest releases. I don't see it. I don't. Yo, Zendar. I don't see it. Oh, hold on. There we go. Best selling. Of course. It's my fault. If I'm trying to figure out where to go on the website, you go to best selling games. Of course. Rogue64 Boxed Edition. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's beautiful. Little Soothaloo. There it is. There's the game. Sweet. Sweet. Let's see what it comes with. It's got special gifts in there. A professionally produced big box, Rogue64 game on cartridge, an instruction manual, and special gifts. So that's super, super cool. I'm gonna drop this link into the chat too, so you can just go directly to the product page. Rogue64 Deluxe Box Edition. Boom. There you go. There's only 12 left in stock. You better hurry. Get them while they're hot. Only 12. Oh yeah, look at that. There's only 12 left. Get them while they're hot, Voxel. Get them while they're... It does look a little bit like the Nvidia box. You're right, Trap Shot. Yo, Texas Foosballer, you rock, dude. I hope all life is treating you well and things are good in the VIP lounge. F. Sandstrom with the resub. 43 months. That's crazy. That is crazy, F. Sandstrom. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Is this NTSC or just PAL? Greg of Florida is asking. That's a very, very good question. Zendar says it's PAL. PAL only. Great question, Greg, and thank you for the answer, Zendar. The black metal case looks fancy. Yeah, the black metal case for the adapter looks really nice, Dan Linden. I like that one. I'm totally gonna get that adapter. That's super, super rad. Now, let's check this out. Yo, I saw this. I forgot where I saw it. This might have been on the Twitter X. It might have been on the X Twitter. Look at this. Their Outrun AGA Alpha from Retro DNA is being teased on this beautiful green Amiga 1200 from Retro 32. There we go. There we go. Retro32.com. We go hands-on with the Outrun AGA Alpha from Retro DNA. Look at that. Dude, look at that incredible Hulk Amiga 1200. This is what we need. Yo, Linux Jedi in the chat, my man. Yo, Linux Jedi, it's great to see you. I was saying I was showing everyone the DoohicKey. I was telling everyone that I'm gonna buy one, Linux Jedi. We were talking about the DoohicKey in my Amiga news section here. So I need to buy one. I've got a crystal case for my Amiga 500, as you know, because you saw the pictures over on Discord. So I think, oh dude, it's awesome. I probably should go black with the DoohicKey, but I just love purple so much, I might go purple. But Linux Jedi, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for helping me get the RGB to HDMI adapter going. We used it last week, and it worked beautifully. It's probably like the best quality output I've seen from an Amiga 500. I really appreciate the help with that, and thanks for making all these cool pieces of hardware for the Amiga. Cheers to you, Linux Jedi. I appreciate you, man. US ordering is currently has issues. Ping me when you want to order. Okay, will do. Pixels at Dawn Gaming. I am fantastic. How are you doing? Protec, your name in my chat here is in purple, so it matches the purple DoohicKey. Yo, Coffee Cup Arcade, what's going on? Great to see you, Coffee Cup. All right, back to Amiga news here. So, oh yeah, we're at Retro 32. We go hands-on with the Outrun AGA Alpha from Retro DNA. Dude, you know, one of the most hated Amiga games of all time is the original like Ocean Software Outrun. Everyone hates it. It was a terrible port, but now it looks like Retro DNA is doing an AGA port, which is super, super exciting. Retro 32 says, we're pleased to announce that the development of Outrun AGA for the Amiga is finally hitting the alpha stage. In this very early build, we've had the honor of testing the very first playable alpha of the upcoming Outrun AGA by Retro DNA. It's been over 6 months since we originally published the exclusive on the release, and now we finally have our hands on something playable. Early impressions are great. It runs like butter on our accelerated 1200. He's got an 060 in there. And despite some bugs, we're impressed and look forward to helping test the game as it progresses. Not to be over dramatic, but this is the Outrun port the Amiga deserves. We will keep you posted. Oh, look at that. Retro 32. You're turning me on, Retro 32. You're turning me on. Proton says it was great to have AmigaBill try Rogue64 in the stream 2.5 years ago. I'm sorry for not asking from Zendar before I gave the game to AmigaBill. Oh, Proton, it's all good. It's all good in the hood, dude. It's all good in the hood. Retro 32, you're turning me on. If you ever played the arcade version, the original port isn't terrible, but once you play the arcade one, you'll see how bad it was. Oh, I'm saying if you never played the arcade version, Then once you play it, you'll see. Look at that! Oh, dude, Retro32. We need some video clips, Retro32. You're just teasing us. You're teasing us with these stills. We need some video. Oh, that looks beautiful. We want some video clips. Let's just hope they do a better job than this. Yeah, awesome. That's the original one. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at the difference, right? Look at the palm trees. That looks great. And that's the OG. Oh man, Retro32. I'm so excited, dude. Here is a link to where you can read up and you can follow Retro32. I follow the Retro32 on the Twitter X. That's probably where I saw this. Copy, paste the article into the chat for all of you. Scroll down for my original box copies. Oh, did I not scroll down far enough? I thought I was at the end. Oh, there they are. Very, very cool. Look at that, dude. That is awesome. I love how you have your 1200 displayed on the wall there too. That's super, super rad. And if you got something signed by the Hoff, I recognize that signature because I got my Hoffman Cave Sessions vinyl signed by him. All right, you know what? Next week we're bringing back Vinyl Cam. That's it. That's it. Now you all know that it wouldn't be an AmigaBill news section without a trip over to Indie Retro News. Let's head over and see what Indie Retro's up to. Yo, Amiga Game Selector, what's going on? Amiga Game Selector, we just had a cool piece of news. Immortal Joysticks is making an adapter, a 9-pin to USB adapter that'll work with the A500 Mini. So that's gonna be like my way to play the AGS games on my A500 Mini with my 9-pin joystick. So I'm super, super psyched. It's great to see you, Paul. Hope all is well. Yeah, I had to use the emulator back then. Dungenette, the new adventure. Check out this new game that's coming to the Amiga AGA CD32. This is from Adrian. Oh man, Adrian freaking rocks, creator of Cyberpunks 2, Rescue, AmigaBill. This Dungenette looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Mutation software. For the last few years, we've seen a ton of new Amiga games released. Few, if any, have come from established industry veterans that created games back in the 90s. But today's news is pretty special for the Commodore Amiga, as longtime Amiga guru Adrian Cummings, creator of original titles such as Cyberpunks 2, Tin Toy, Doodlebug, and many more. Whiz. I love me some Whiz. Adrian has announced a video update to what looks like to be a high-quality game coming to the Amiga AGA CD32 called Dungenette, the New Adventure. Let's check it out. Saberman, let's freaking go. Oh, Saberman gave it the heads up. Got it. Oh, wow. Dude. Adrian is the creator of this game. This looks incredible. This might be his best game yet. Oh wait. No way! Hold on, rewind. Do you see who that is? Do you see who that character is? It's Amiga Bilbo. Amiga Bilbo. Adrian, you rock, dude. Amiga Bilbo, boom. Boom. Oh man, this is so good. Look, I'm just joking, not just with the Amiga Bilbo. The game is amazing. Hold on, let me show you guys something cool. It looks so good. I love that the map, that superimposed map is an insta buy. I don't think it's available for pre-order yet. I don't think it's available for pre-order yet, but it's Mutation Software, and this is his previous game. I mean, he's made lots of games, but this is the latest one he made, Cyberpunks 2 Next Generation, Rescue AmigaBill. We got Tony Axness, Roarthorn, and Amiga Cami. Squashed Bug Games, what's going on? We're checking out the whip work in progress of a brand new Amiga game coming from Adrian over at Mutation Software. It looks so good.
Kingdom where the dragons slumber, he sought out darkness deep. Through haunted halls and screams of distant thunder, eternal secrets keep. Onward, onward, onto the dungeons of doom. Onward, onward, onto the dungeons of doom. March on, brave knight. He broke the chains, God in the curse, the dew remains, but victory first. Onward, onward, onto the dungeons of doom. Onward, onward, onto the dungeons of doom. March on, brave knight.
That is freaking crazy. Mutation Software, Adrian comes correct, baby. Woo! This is what the creator said via the English Amiga board forums from the first announcement. It'll run on a stock Amiga AGA and CD32 with 2 megs of chip RAM, and of course an Amiga 500 Mini, etc. It's a hybrid of many games in reality and has become some roots in Diablo for sure, but many others as a hack and slash dungeon crawler. Just for the record, originally the basic game was written for Apple Watch many years back, and then also a version was released for Spectrum back in 2017-18. This version is all new just for Amiga and only resembles those previous in the title only. That is absolutely amazing. Let's see, can we check the website? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, you can't get the demo yet. It looks like there's gonna be a playable demo, physical box edition, Amiga AGA digital, CD32, ISO digital. Oh, dude, that is awesome. Look at that. Oh, he put me on the website. Oh, I love this guy. I love this guy. Oh, that is just so awesome. Oh, Proton, I'll check it. Sorry, I'm dialed in here. I'll check it. Copy. Paste. Go take my. I hope that track is in there too, right? Wouldn't that track was so good? Dungenette coming to an AGA Amiga near you. I want to say soon, but I'm not going to get your hopes up because it's coming at some time. Sometime. You missed the web link buttons, Protect. They're cool. You want to hear that again? It's AI generated music. I gotta be honest, that's maybe the best AI generated song I ever heard. Squashed Bug Games, it makes you consider targeting me as well. Oh dude, Squashed Bug, if you come to the Sunday Fun Day, Squashed Bug, you're gonna be dying to make Amiga games. So let me tell you something. Play the song again. You guys wanna hear the song again? Hey, I tell you what. When the viewers ask, AmigaBill responds. We'll hear the song again. We'll hear the song again. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. All the way up. Here we go. Adrian does make great games. I love Cyberpunks 2 and Wiz. They're so good. Let's see. I think the song started here.
He left his home to come.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Turn your volume.
There was a knight who came from North Tibera with a sword in hand, his aim. He left his home to conquer dungeons nearer in the land of lights and flame. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. March on, brave knight, in Umga kingdom where the dragon slumber. He sought out darkness deep, through haunted halls and screams of distant thunder. Eternal secrets keep. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. March on, brave knight. He broke the chains, God in the curse. The dew remains, but victory first. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. Onward, onward, on to the dungeons of doom. March on, brave knight.
It's so good. It's so good. It's probably AI singing, but yeah, someone said it sounds like Ghost. I agree. Like Ronnie James Dio, totally. Hasselhoff approved. That's Carlos Jackal. You're welcome, dude. That was definitely worth playing again. Here is a link to the Indie Retro News article, so you too can rock out at home after the stream. It was so good. Very Blind Guardian. Metal Loaf. Oh man. Next up in the Amiga news section, Shadowmage, a new Amiga dungeon crawler which took 30 years to complete. 30 years in the making. Let's freaking go. Quantum Code Monk has released the Amiga game of Shadowmage, a dungeon crawler that was first coded back in 1994, but then the discs were lost and development resumed from memory in 2020. Oh wait, so he kind of started over from scratch. He lost his discs and starting over from scratch. To coincide with this news, we've got some more details about Shadowmage as well as footage of the game provided from Saberman below. It took 30 years to complete this game. I started coding the engine in 1994, I think, and when I sold my Amiga in 1997, I lost the discs with the source code. In 2020, when I started using Amigas again, I could not find the source code anywhere, so I rewrote it from memory. It's not the same engine, but I like to think that it is. Fair, it's close enough, close enough. The engine in the game was completed after 3 months, and then I forgot all about it, but now I finally published it. He completed it in 3 months in 2020, and whoops, forgot about my game. Oh, and now here it is. It's back. 30 years in the making. The rules are somewhat based on Microlight 20, 3 levels of difficulty, many spells available, 3 playable characters, save system, auto map, 12 levels to explore, hard drive installable, written in Amos Pro. You need 2 megs of RAM, a hard drive, an 030 or faster. It works on Vampire 68060 or faster is highly recommended. Let's check it out. Shadowmage. Shadowmage. Mixel's Lab is gonna point to this when he says, when people tell Mixels that his game's taking too long. That's hilarious. Fraglord found the disc with an unreleased game creator made back in '93 while cleaning my old stuff last week. Tried to get in contact with the coder to see if it could be shared. Oh wow, that's cool, Fraglord. I dig the music. Amiga Love, total Dungeon Master vibes. I totally dig it. Very cool, like atmospheric music. Wow. Yeah, I like this tune. This music is good. Very, very cool. That's a good question. I wonder what the hardware requirements were in '94. Good question. Shadowmage. Amiga Love, I'm so happy you're here. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. We're not gonna watch the whole video. Zed, Mofus, and Woof. And oh, and then you have 3 difficulty levels per character. Very, very cool. There you go. Nice new dungeon crawler. You picked up a mana potion. Nice. Got a scroll. Very, very cool. It is now available to download as well. So congrats. Congrats to the creator of this game for getting back in the game. Here is a link to the Indie Retro News article, which also links to where you can download it. Copy, paste. There you go. Shadowmage. Retro32, I'll check the Discord, and same to Proton. Okay, last up in the Amiga news section, I'll check the breaking news as well. Last up is Elevator Action. JOTD's latest arcade to Amiga conversion is looking great in this new beta build. I bought this, folks. I bought this. Huge thanks to everyone who supports me on the Patreon and the subs here. I always use that pool of cash to like buy all the games that come out. So I bought this whip of Elevator Action because I love supporting JOTD. His arcade ports are just top notch. So we're gonna play this in a little bit. The 1980s arcade game of Elevator Action by Taito has been updated with a new beta build by JOTD, the same creator behind other awesome arcade to Amiga conversions such as Donkey Kong, Galaga, Phoenix, and Moon Patrol 500. To coincide with this news, Saberman's got some footage. Here's what's said about the game from his first announcement and today's update. At the moment, I'm targeting AGA so I can use wide sprites for the elevators and dual playfield for fast sprite playfield separation. But an OCS version is also planned. That's JOTD's, like, that's kind of what he does. He does both versions. Like, for example, I think it was Phoenix and Galaga. They got more details on the AGA version. AGA will ensure the game runs perfectly at 50 frames per second. For ECS, it'll need more tricks, but it'll run too. The intro would run on ECS too, no need for AGA there. The new build of the game is not only much better, even if some graphics and other things are not completed, but Number 9 did a fine job on the tunes. I can't wait to try it out. They're very, very cool. Yeah, we'll take a quick peek here, and then we'll play it. Proton Pig's friends continued their Splatterhouse game after over 30 years delay. Now they're preparing a test version for the Zoo Party that takes place in less than 6 weeks. I'm working on the sound and the music. Oh, that is awesome, Proton Fig. That is awesome. You know, it's funny. I played like Elevator Action like once back in the day. It wasn't a big game for me, but this looks cool. Proton, congrats, man. That's really cool, Proton. I can't wait to try it out. I love JOTD's work. I love that he takes all these old arcade games and is porting them perfectly one-to-one to the Amiga. It's super, super cool. I don't know Splatterhouse. That sounds cool. Anyway, here is the article. We'll play the game in a little while. So this is the article, and it also links to JOTD's itch.io, where you can download the game yourself. Okay, copy and paste the link in. Boom. There you go. Cool. All right, so check it out. That's all the news that I had planned. However, there's breaking news in the Discord. Let's go check it out. Breaking news in the Discord. Oh, hold on. I don't know if that was public knowledge there, but Gunnar from Apollo Team told me that he would like to do a motorbike racing game for the Vampire. He asked me if I could do sound effects and music for it. 30 minutes later, I had the short looping title tune. Let's hear it, Proton. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Racing game title tune. Woo! Yeah! Woo! That's sick. That is sick, Proton. You rock, dude. That is freaking awesome. Cyberknight, send me your tunes in the Discord on the fly. What is this? He said, oh man. I don't even know what's going on there. That's awesome, Proton. I'm psyched about the game. Okay, so let's head over to the news section. And, Amiga News. Let's over to the news section here. Oh, as a preview of game action, I'll check that out in a second. New Christmas game from Nivrig confirmed. Playable alpha lives up to the expectation. Christmas is gonna be sweet. Yo. A new Christmas game coming soon from Nivrig Games. Amazing. Amazing. Ho, ho, Nivrig. Woo! I freaking love it. Retro32 is teasing us again, man. He's teasing us again. Coffee Cup Arcade says, guess what? I'm the Q&A on that new Nivrig game. Oh, Coffee Cup, that is freaking cool, dude. That is freaking cool. Proton sent us, oh, it's some gameplay. He sent us some gameplay. Sweet, dude. Twin stick Immortal joysticks, that's crazy, dude. I love, I need to get one of those. That's just freaking awesome. Oh wait, there was something else I need to show. Oh, Thomas Cherry Holmes just dropped this. Hold on. Thomas Cherry Holmes, we were playing around with GraphiCraft before. He said that my daughter just painted this from scratch in Deluxe Paint 4, 32 colors. Yo, Thomas Racism bad URL. What happened? What happened? Thomas, what happened? Bad URL? Can you try again, Thomas? I really want to see it. Okay, he tried it again. There we go. No, yo, Thomas, that is freaking cool, dude. Thomas racism correct. Cheers to your daughter, Thomas. That is a really nice still life. You know how hard it is to make shades? Like, she created different shades on that apple. It made it look very three-dimensional. That's fantastic. That's really, really fantastic. How old is your daughter, Thomas? It looks really great. It looks really, really great, dude. Thanks for sharing all the GraphiCraft and artwork, your daughter's artwork, and the beta version of Kickstart, Thomas. You rock, dude. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. There is the epic Amiga news. for the week of September 22nd, 2024. See y'all next week.